शेयर बाय दीज कॉलेजेस। तो इसलिए भाई हम्बल सबमिशन है आपसे, तो थोड़ा ध्यान से, थोड़ा ध्यान से। तो चाहे वो IIM इंदौर है, चाहे, सो दीज सेशंस आर हैपनिंग एवरी डे। एंड आई थिंक कोझिकोड विल बी वन ऑफ द लास्ट वंस। आई थिंक एक और रह गया, इंदौर भी हो गया ना, इंदौर तो कल ही हुआ था। सारे हो गए, ब्लैकी सारे आ गए ना? यस और नो, ब्लैकी सारे आ गए ना? तुम्हें पता होना चाहिए मेरे से ज्यादा यार। ऑल ब्लैक ही डन। ओके ठीक है, बढ़िया बढ़िया। हाँ से तो और कुछ मत में चैट कर भाई, तो बस शांतिपूर्वक रख, ठीक है। डन डन डन। ऑलराइट सुपर, लेट्स गेट द पार्टी स्टार्टेड एवरीवन। हुरेरा, अक्षत, गनाना, भिमाना, भाव्या, and oh, Dhruti is joined in. Hi Dhruti, welcome on board. क्या हाल चाल है? Can you hear me? If you can hear me, just unmute yourself. It's gonna be great. Okay, super. We'll wait for Dhruti to join in. Okay, lovely. ठीक है भाई, so we are expected with your seniors joining in. This was I think this was IIM Bangalore session. Yeah, this was IIM Bangalore session day before yesterday. आयुष हर जगह आता है और बहुत ही मजे करते हैं हम। एंड एजेंडा बड़ा ही सिंपल है यार। आज हम सारी बातें जानेंगे कि क्या क्या होता है इसके अंदर, एंड हाउ यू शुड बी एबल टू क्रैक दिस ब्यूटिफुल journey towards IIM Kozhikode. So I'll give you my brief also, and towards the end I'll bring in some of your folks also who are there. Dhruti will share. ओके गॉट इंदौर कॉल, बहुत बढ़िया वैष्णवी, सुपर। सो इंदौर की भी आ गई थी, इंदौर का सेशन कल प्लान है, वो भी हम बात करेंगे। लेट्स स्टिक टू IIM Kozhikode एंड बिगिन। फर्स्ट क्विक चेक, एट व्हाट परसेंटाइल जनरल कैटेगरी यू गाइस हैव गॉट IIM Indore call? Just type in general engineer male 99, 98, 97, general non-engineer female. Just type it on the chat. Everybody, all the IIM Kozhikode call getters, the session begins now. Okay, lovely. Superb. Okay, first of all, once again, super duper congrats for getting the call. We'll turn the world upside down to convert your call. So, all right, let's go. 99.04 general non-engineer female. Jeff को 97 पे आया, 96 को general non-engineer female. Lovely. अंश को 99.53, अंश general non-engineer male, general 93. General non-engineer male, Sarthak Gupta at 93.83 percentile. Sarthak, unmute yourself and tell me your profile. Are you a CA, CFA? क्या है भाई तेरा? कैसे आया तेरे को 93 पे कॉल? पहले तो वो बता। Unmute. जल्दी जल्दी जल्दी। कहाँ गया? सार्थक वेटिंग फॉर यू मैन, जल्दी फास्ट। ओके सॉरी, माइक इश्यूज, तो गेट योर माइक इश्यूज सॉर्टेड। मम्मी का फोन लिया फटाफट, तब तक टाइप कर। ओके 98.09। ईशा प्रोफाइल बताइए। जनरल नॉलेज 95, 97, 96। तो आई कैन क्लियरली सी 93 पे कॉल आया है किसी को, जनरल नॉन इंजीनियर को। बाकी जेम जनता तो वही है 99.52। जेफ को 97 पे भी कॉल है, 96। ओके बाकी भाई SC ST OBC फील फ्री, जस्ट टाइप इन योर chat for sure. Okay, NC OBC 85, okay 94 OBC, very good. Rest of the folks, jaldi jaldi, OBC, SC, ST, VWS सारे jaldi jaldi jaldi. All right, okay, rest of the folks, बाकी लोग 98.2 पुराने पूरा लिख भाई। Okay, okay, बढ़िया। जिसको अगर नहीं बताना तो मुझे DM कर दो भाई, ठीक है? I'm not gonna read out your name, but I will just read it out, ठीक है? 94, okay 98, किसी को कम पे आया, 84 पे भी आया, 92 पे भी आया, 81 पे भी आया, feel free, it's okay यार, we're all learning here right now. Okay, super. 98 PWD plus OBC as well, NCOBC 90 and 99 पर, अरे क्या बात है। Okay, ST 95 पे भी कॉल आए, बहुत बढ़िया, थैंक यू सो मच फॉर शेयरिंग इट। रेस्ट ऑफ द folks DM मी यार, DM कर दो, नहीं तो अगर सबके सामने लिखने में तुम्हें कुछ लग रहा है उल्टा पुल्टा तो। चलो भाई, बहुत ही बढ़िया, स्टार्ट करते हैं। Final checks. Hi Dhruti, are you live? Can you hear us? If yes, just say a shout. It's going to be really helpful. Dhruti?
Yes, sir. Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, lovely. If we can see you as well, that'll be great help. If you can switch on a camera for some time.
Yes, I'll be able to switch on my camera in another 5 minutes, maybe. I'm on my
यार
way back to home.
तुम सीनियर हो यार, तुम्हारा सब चलता है, ठीक है? ये जूनियर्स को अलाउड नहीं है। ओके उत्कर्ष, are you live? Aman and Gold, are you there? Can you hear us? उत्कर्ष? No.
Yeah, hi, I'm here.
Hey गोल्डन, क्या हाल चाल है भाई?
बढ़िया.
बढ़िया बढ़िया, गुड। सच्ची में तेरा नाम गोल्डन कुमार है क्या?
Yes.
क्या बात, I'm really excited to hear about your journey as well. Superb, yaar, superb. So let's go, and seniors also please set up your cameras because it's mandatory to keep the cameras on for juniors. And इसलिए आप भी कर लो तो बहुत मजा आएगा. I'll give a small brief about their profiles, and बाकी we'll have Utkarsh joining in. Golden is already there and Dhruti is already there. Let's go, bhai. Dhruti, a small introduction will be really helpful. And what are you doing in IIM Kozhikode right now? And then we're going to talk about your interview experience as well. Dhruti, go ahead.
Uh, Hello. Hope I'm
Yes.
audible to everyone.
Yeah.
Yes. So, firstly, congratulations to everyone who have received the IIM Kozhikode calls. I am Dhruti. I am currently in my final year in IIM Kozhikode, and I am a general engineer female. And then I have my background in BTech from NIT Trichy in mechanical engineering. Post that, I had 2 years of work ex in Caterpillar, and then I have joined my MBA at IIM Kozhikode, and it was the only call that I had
Oh, lovely, lovely,
in
great.
the top 5 black.
Thanks for joining in. Summers कहाँ हुई Duti? Where did you do your summers?
I did my summers in Procter and Gamble.
Lovely, lovely, great. Was it fun? Good.
Yeah, it was great.
लवली क्या पीपीओ एक्सपेक्टेड है अगर बताना अलाउड नहीं तो छोड़ देना बट है कुछ उम्मीद
PBO मिल गई.
सॉरी पीपीओ मिल गए अरे क्या
Yeah.
बात ये हुई ना बात बहुत बढ़िया सो गाइस विल डू वन मोर सेशन विद यू गाइस एंड जहां पे अपन बात करेंगे पीपीओ भी कैसे कन्वर्ट करना होता है ग्रेट यार सुपर लवली आई एम गोइंग टू कम टू यू इन अ मिनट ओके गोल्डन कुमार फटाफट बता यार अपना प्रोफाइल नाम तेरा बड़ा सेक्सी है यार चल गोल्डन बता यार
Yeah.
थैंक्स फॉर कमिंग बैक टू कैटकिंग फैमिली मैन
Yes. Hi everyone. I am Golden, and like Dhruti, I've also done my BTech in mechanical engineering from NIT Trichy, and we both are we joined IIM Kozhikode campus also together, and we both are actually together here right now. And
लव
post my mechanical degree, I worked 2 years at JS Associates, and I'm OBC engineer में.
बहुत ही बढ़िया बहुत ही बढ़िया ओके दैट्स थैंक्स फॉर जॉइनिंग इन मैन ग्रेट यार आई एम श्योर तेरे को हर इंटरव्यू में क्वेश्चन पूछते होंगे गोल्डन ये तेरा नाम सच्ची में गोल्डन है कि नहीं है
Yes, it was one of the question in every interview I had.
awesome thanks for coming back okay final shout out to the senior Utkarsh and Aman have you guys joined in by any chance if yes just unmute and say hi okay nahi chale bhaiya all right so how does the IIM Kozhikode by the way I have spent nearly 2 days in the क्या बोलते हैं तुम्हारा अर्जुना स्टैचू है ना क्या है वो Arjuna statue next to the MDP.
Arjuna Path.
Arjuna Path. No, there's a statue as well, right?
Yes,
Which
yes,
is
there is a Arjuna statue there.
there's Arjuna statue as well. I remember like walking on, and they call it a campus from the K, and they call it a resort. Genuinely, it's a resort for sure. And
Yes.
of life is really amazing. अगर केरला समझ के जा रहे हो बीच बहुत ही दूर है बट आई थिंक वो बीच के ऊपर कौन सा रेस्टोरेंट है जहाँ तुम्हारी पीपीओस की पार्टी वार्टी होती है क्या नाम था उसका आई रिमेम्बर लाइक
Kadlas.
हाँ क्या आई कांट हियर यू गोल्डन ठीक है चलो छोड़ो पार्टी वाला छपा तो छोड़ो आगे बढ़ते भाई धृति हाउ वाज योर इंटरव्यू एक्सपीरियंस हाँ कडलास थैंक यू फॉर दैट ओके great how was your interview experience if you guys want to throw some light on that how many panelists were there was it a male was it a female what's your advice Dhruti to them then I'm going to go to Golden and write in their notes then I've got an older set of students database with me where how I am Kozhikode has been grilling people in the past as well and sometimes the interviews have been on the very casual side. So we'll speak in detail. But Duti, how was your interview experience? Let's go.
Yes. So in my interview, I had two panelists. Both of them were males. And so basically, in my interview, the role of interviewers was like a good cop and a bad cop, I would say. And so the interview revolved around my introduction and also my profile. There were questions related to, because I'm an engineer, so they expected me to have some knowledge on mathematics. So there were questions related to integration and also my work experience, followed by some geopolitic questions, and then also some questions related to from where I have come from, some politics related to that. And also, surprisingly, I had questions related to movies, though I have
Yeah.
nowhere mentioned about it anywhere.
Dhruti, I think you have to unlock your rotation settings. You'll come see on the camera.
Is it okay now?
Yeah, it's good. Yeah. Hey, thanks for coming back. Good seeing you after a long time, Dhruti. Thank you so much.
Great
Good.
seeing you, sir.
Cheers. Go ahead. Yes.
Yes, so I think I pretty much covered most of it. So, I mean, there were random questions related to my experience. Like, say, one of the interrogating question for me was, like he said, ki, hey, you have work ex, so I think you have earned enough. So, did you try investor, what did you do with the money? So the questions were as casual as such. And I said, so one set of questions asked by an interviewer were kind of grilling, and the other person is, trying to ask from the questions that I would be probably knowing because of my background and stuff. So it was a mix and match of both. But I think throughout the interview, what was important is also how do you answer the questions that you do not know, how calm and composed you are in an interview when you don't know the answer, and also the opinions that you have, specifically on questions related to geopolitics and also the state politics from which I come from. And also there were random questions at the end based on movies and why this hero, why not this. So the interview was, I think, a balanced interview, I would say. But post interview, the stress was a lot because I was not very sure on what factors would the things be judged. Because there are questions which I answered and few questions which I didn't know. So that was how it went.
Awesome, awesome. Great भाई. तो भाई Dhruti is a role model, amazing profile, NIT, उसके बाद IIM Kozhikode, then PNG of course, and PPO भी convert किया है. And great यार, and only one call she had, that was the best call and she converted it. Can you just throw some light, Dhruti, on the politics वाला क्या scene है? Where are you from? Tell us the exact scenario, then I'm going to go to Golden.
Yeah, sure. So I'm from Vizag, the state of Andhra Pradesh. So I think probably the professor had known that most of the people from Andhra Pradesh might be interested or frequent movie lovers and all. So there were questions on why this hero, why not that hero, and also on the politics front, because again Andhra Pradesh and Telangana division happened, and there is still no capital that is there in Andhra Pradesh in the earlier government and all. So he asked me to take a stance on how the politics were going on in your home state. So what do you think? Which government should win? And also why? Who do you support? And I feel that at least in such questions, because you are also from the state, you will definitely have some background of it. It is important for you to take a stand on one side, maybe. Like, at least that's what worked for me,
Yeah.
rather than saying diplomatic for all the questions. It is
Okay.
important for you to take stance for things that you are aware of based on your understanding. Need not be right or wrong, but the understanding that you have, and does your analysis support the answer what you're going to say. I think that
Awesome.
is important.
That's lovely. And also some generic gyan. I'm going to come back to you in a minute. Some which is like do's and don'ts for IIM Kozhikode का. यार ये मैंने सुना था at your time, your other batchmates who could not make it, या किसी interviews कैसे हुए थे when the scripts were being shared on the WhatsApp groups of CATKing when you were there. So अगर कुछ को याद हो तो वही बता सकते हैं. And final checks, Akshat, Bhavya, Harsh, Lynn and Ganana. Last reminder to keep your cameras on, else we have to. Ganana बेटा आपको 3 बार बोलना पड़ गया यार ऐसे. यार ये ध्रुति 3 बार बोलना पड़ेगा प्लेसकॉम को वन से ज्वाइन आई एम कोई कोड. ये कैमरा ऑन करो कि अपने आप कर लेंगे. ध्रुति कहाँ गई ध्रुति?
Yeah, yeah.
या हम सिंह 3 बार बोलना पड़ेगा इनको स्टूडेंट्स को, कैमरा ऑन करो कि प्लेसकॉम करवा देगी अपने आप पहली बार में.
And they'll make it happen in the very first time.
Okay,
They will
thank
not even ask once.
you. Not even ask once. Yeah, ठीक है. Done it. All right, that's fine. Okay, आगे बढ़ते हैं भाई. I have not asked once. नहीं यार मैं तो कब से मांग रहा हूँ. तो मुझे बोल रहा है क्या कि प्लेसकॉम को बोल रहे थे not even ask once.
No, Placecom will not even ask once to switch on the video.
ओह अच्छा गोल्डन बोल रहा है. डन है डन है. यार ये थोड़ी सी ना थोड़े से क्या बोलूं मैं आपको, द बी स्कूल एटिकेट्स हैं ये, इसकी भी थोड़ी तैयारी कर लेना बिकॉज कई लोग फ्रेशर होते हैं, कॉर्पोरेट से आते हैं, बहुत चौड़ में आते हैं. सो इट इज वेरी हम्बलिंग एक्सपीरियंस फर्स्ट 3 months. एंड प्लेसकॉम कैन समटाइम मेक यू क्राई एज वेल, right? Their intention is not to make you cry, but you will at least cry once in your first year for sure, even if you're 21-year-old, 22-year-old, 23-year-old. So the first 3 months is so much stressful. You're totally I mean मैं तुम्हें डरा नहीं रहा हूँ, बट मैं बेसिक चीजें अभी मेरा काम है तुम्हें सिखा के भेजना. सारी अच्छी बात तो हम कर ही लेंगे, बट इट्स अ स्ट्रेसफुल टाइम. क्यों ध्रुति, इज इट स्ट्रेसफुल द फर्स्ट 1 year? धुएं निकल जाते हैं 3 months.
Yes, I think definitely the first 3 to 4 months in the SIPs until you get your SIPs done, it is pretty much hectic. yes, there are people who cried. In fact, I did cry for a couple of instances. And I think it is important for you to stay strong, and it is okay that this is going to happen for everyone. Stay strong and try to give your best.
Super, super. Thank you, Dhriti. I'm going to come back to you. How are Golden? How are your experience, man? तेरा interview कैसे गया? बता भाई.
Hi everyone again. So my
Hmm.
interview was pretty chill. I had a male and a female panelist,
Hmm.
and most of my questions was from the male panelist.
Hmm.
And the female panelist was most of the time observing me and how I was answering the question, which I later realized why, because she was from organization behavior
Hmm.
department. She
Hmm.
also asked me a few questions, but overall my interview was chill. The male professor was laughing throughout the interview. And to begin with, they started with my introduction and obviously why golden. And later they caught upon the hobby that I mentioned, like the cricket, and they asked me more in depth about cricket, who is my favorite player, and then they drilled me more on the favorite player, why he's my favorite, and compared with other cricketers, and asked me who is better. And then they
Hmm.
asked my opinion about that cricketer, and so
Hmm.
on that. And then there were a few generic questions like why MBA, why MBA after BTech, what was the use of BTech? And again, you were already part of a consulting firm, so why did you leave consulting firm again to pursue MBA and again wanted to join a consulting firm? Because I told them that my father interest was also in consulting. So they asked me more about that, and they also asked me, will you be ready to join the same company after MBA? And yeah,
Hmm.
at all these point, so all these questions doesn't have a wrong or right questions. It's always your opinion and what do you feel. So it's
Hmm.
always you have to express yourself. You shouldn't fake. I think the best tip from my interview that I would like to give is you don't try to fake your personality, because there will be so many questions where you will be caught if you try to fake out your complete personality. So be truthful and just speak what you actually are. And I don't think they'll be judging on what you are. It's just that how like how true you are to yourself and to them. I think that was pretty much, and I had a very short interview, so that was it for me.
That's wisely said यार. ये ना बड़ी ही गोल्डन तूने बहुत सही अवॉइड बात की है कि you have to be yourself in the interview, okay? But humble submission, before you being yourself, know yourself, give 2 3 interviews and see are you a likable person or not. If your basic etiquettes of greeting people are missing, or your basic GK current affair is missing, या मैं तो जाके बोल दूंगा सर आजकल तो करंट अफेयर पढ़ने की जरूरत ही नहीं है एक्सेट्रा, तो वो थोड़ा सा रिफाइन कर लेना अपनी पर्सनैलिटी को, सो दैट ऑल योर इंटरव्यूज गेट सिलेक्टेड. And as I told you in the start as well, so you genuinely have to be a good person to getting the best job. अब ये धृति की शक्ल देख के लग रहा है भाई कितनी प्यारी बंदी है, देख ये वेल लर्नर होगी, पढ़ाई भी कर लेगी, सब काम कर लेगी, ये खेलती भी है. धृति खेलती वेलती भी है क्या कॉलेज में, कुछ घूमती भी है, सब
हाँ,
काम.
बैडमिंटन क्रिकेट वगैरह खेलती हूँ.
बहुत बढ़िया. तो मैं इसको मतलब आई नो हर, शी वाज अ स्टूडेंट, जितना मैं ऑनलाइन मिले हम उतना ही जानता हूँ. बट शक्ल देख के पता लग रहा है भाई लड़की मेहनती है. ये गोल्डन कुमार भी बड़ा मेहनती लड़का है. सो इसको मैं किताब के साथ क्लास में बिठाएंगे तो ये बकर नहीं करेगा. सो वी हैव स्पेंट लॉट ऑफ टाइम एनर्जी एक्सप्लेनिंग यू दैट हाउ टू बिकम अ लाइकेबल. एंड इफ यू बिकम लाइकेबल, इफ यू आर हार्ड वर्किंग, देन बी योरसेल्फ. फिर फेक करने की जरूरत ही नहीं है. बट आपको भी फेक ये करना है कि बनना है पहले अच्छा इंसान, तो उसी के लिए आपको मॉक इंटरव्यूज देने हैं, उसी के लिए. एंड देयर इज समथिंग कॉल्ड एज फिटमेंट टू द स्कूल. प्लीज अंडरस्टैंड दिस वेरी राइटली. अच्छा, वी आर लाइव फॉर द नेक्स्ट 2 3 मिनट्स, उसके बाद अपन दिल खोल के बात करेंगे. यू गाइस कैन आस्क एनीथिंग अंडर द सन. दी सेशन वर्क लाइक दिस. बट आज मेरे पास बहुत ज्यादा टाइम नहीं, बिकॉज आई हैव टू डू दैट का यूट्यूब लाइव. नहीं तो ये सेशन हम बैठे रहते हैं भाई 12:30 1 बजे तक. बाकी जो लोग आए हुए हैं IIMABC में, उनको पता है. सो वी कीप सिटिंग, वी कीप हैंगिंग आउट, कीप चिलिंग, एंड वी हैव लॉट ऑफ फन. बट आज थोड़ा रिस्ट्रिक्टेड होगा. But nevertheless, so think about it. What are your USPs? What are your wows which you need to build on so that you get selected? I will only repeat one thing, that you have to be a learner. You have to be a good human being so that a panelist is able to make a class out of it. वो वहां पे बैठ के अपनी क्लास देख रहे हैं कि when I'm going to get Dhriti in the class, she's going to contribute something to it. भाई वो जीएस का बंदा है, गोल्डन कुमार है, तो he's going to contribute टूवर्ड्स. अरे एनआईटी का लड़का है, एनआईटी की लड़की है, बहुत बढ़िया. ये मैक का है, कंप्यूटर्स का है, सिविल का है, मेटलर्जी का, माइनिंग का. वो उनको एक क्लास बनानी है अपनी. तो तुम्हारे यूएसपी इतने क्रेजी आने चाहिए कि भाई ये लड़का विल कंट्रीब्यूट टू माय क्लास, विल कंट्रीब्यूट टू द डिस्कशन. आई विल गिव एन एग्जांपल. Dhruti, what kind of batch profile you have? If you have to talk about some diversity. I met Debashi sir. He came to CATKing family. I did a very good podcast with him as well, and he writes books also, and he's very proud of the diversity what IIM Kozhikode has. What kind of different set of people you meet in the class? Like, are they all varied people? Are they all कोई घिस्सू है तो कोई चिल है तो कोई जियोलॉजी बैकग्राउंड है कोई हिस्ट्री कोई सीए कैसे हैं क्लास के अंदर लोग?
Yes, I think in that aspect, in terms of diversity, you can see, I think, almost most of the profiles in your class. There are doctors, there are lawyers, there are people with UPSC prep, like who have done enough UPSC preps, cracked, I think, prelims. And also there are people from zoology background. There are friends of mine from dentistry background. There are architecture background people, and I think it's a mixture of everything. And what matters the most is, I mean, again, there are people who chill as well in classes, but again, when it comes to the work that is to be done, I think everybody becomes serious enough. So I think it's a mixture of profiles, and you will definitely get to experience a good set of people in your MBA.
That's lovely. Gordon, how about your class? You both are second years. तो भाई क्या advice है इनके लिए? How they can how they can represent themselves कि भाई मैं unique हूँ. What's your take on that? What worked for you?
So one thing is that you should not always try to impress someone, or you should not always try to be someone who knows everything. It's obviously there are so many chances that you will not know anything, like not know every aspect of a topic. For example, a person coming from agriculture background and a person coming from engineering background will see the same topic in different angles. So
Hmm.
one thing I would tell is never try to judge yourself or others whether he's wrong or you are right, something like that. You just have to say that they have their own perspective, and this happens a lot in MBA classes. And I think this is the best part of MBA classes, that for a single topic you'll have so many different perspectives that you will not even be aware of. So it's a very good learning platform that I think it's very good for a person coming from a single background in their undergrad and coming to explore the different perspective from people with different backgrounds.
बहुत ही बढ़िया. Great. So we're going to do an open house right now. Let me just say goodbye to the live folks as well. And now you guys can ask anything under the sun. और कुछ भी पूछेंगे, कुछ बुरा भी है वो भी आप पूछ सकते हो, या कुछ स्पेसिफिक क्वेश्चन है अपने क्वेश्चंस के बारे में, you guys can ask your seniors as well. Admin live family, congratulations for getting the IIM Kozhikode call. Get added to the WhatsApp group. नीचे आपको लिंक मिलेगा और हम और बहुत सारे सेशंस करने वाले हैं. But do convert your calls. All right. Thank you guys. Take care. Bye bye. All right. Any questions? Feel free, bhai. Unmute and talk. फटाफट.
Yeah, one
Hi,
question.
sir.
Yeah, I think Nimisha spoke first. We're going to come to you. Hi, किसने बोला? Sorry. Is it Utkarsh by any chance?
Sir,
नहीं
it
ना.
was me, sir, Harsh.
अच्छा, Harsh. Okay, Harsh will come back to you. Nimisha,
Sure,
and
sir.
then
Thank you, sir.
go ahead. Yeah.
Yeah, so I like as Ruti, you mentioned, right, that you got asked an integration question because you were an engineer. Suppose like we revise the basics, but if the question is something which we don't know, then should we try solving it there, or we should just, go and accept it ki haan, we don't know it. I mean, like not fake like the knowledge.
I think they don't. I mean, especially for me, it wasn't the case that they give you an integration problem for you to solve it there and then. Maybe the question was most inclined towards the application where you can use it in your general life, the concept of integration or something along those lines. So, I mean, as far as I have known or heard of, there is like nothing like, you'll be asked to solve a question then there, because again, you're coming for a MBA, not an engineering degree. So maybe how that can be applied, and it's okay if you do not know the answer, you can try giving it a shot. And if you think you are unable to answer that question, then it's okay to say that maybe this is what you can think of. That should work. Again, as said, it is not very important to answer all the questions. It's okay to not know the answers of few questions, but then maybe try giving it a shot, one or two, and if not, then probably you can say that this is all I can think of for now. And that also says that you are open for learning, which is again what any person in the interview panel would love to hear.
Right. Yeah, thanks.
Okay, great. Harsh, go ahead next.
Hi, sir. Sir, I have a gap of 3 years, sir, and I'm currently working in Central Board of Indirect Tax and Customs. So, sir, it is becoming very difficult for me to explain why there is a gap of 3 years. Actually, I was preparing for UPSC. I gave twice prelims, but I couldn't get into the services, sir. I'm not able to get a good answer, sir, to present in the interview. Can you please help me with it, sir?
Of course, we'll do a separate session on that. In my class, I'm going to spend time on all the UPSC folks. In fact, I'll get you all together in one room. In all the IIMs, there are early double digits UPSC folks who are there right now. It's a norm. It's a well said norm. तो tension लेने की जरूरत नहीं तेरे को. I've seen people last year converted. IIM Ahmedabad, FMS Aman Kumar था हमारा, and this guy has already spent 6 years in UPS and then UPSC and then gave it for sure. तो ये कुछ tension नहीं है. I would say be honest about it. Why are you quitting? Be honest about it. Don't fake it up and have your answers ready. You should have pushed more hard. थोड़ा और रुक जाता यार, एक साल और. तो have a story in place. सर मैंने मतलब short answer is, तो मैंने पूरा डिटर्मिन लगाया था. मैंने 4 साल लगाने थे, 5 साल लगाने, 3 साल लगाने थे टू गिव दिस जर्नी बिकॉज इट वाज माय ड्रीम. मुझे अंदर ही अंदर फीलिंग थी कि इफ गिवन अ चांस आई वुड हैव स्पेंट 5 years, आई कुड हैव मेड इट. But somehow I got a feeling that a very very strong option, backup mat bolna, could be an MBA where I can actually switch gears and I can contribute to the nation of India and growing through the corporate world. And my dream company that this can take it to that level is a very well structured answer, tried and tested. You can start with that.
Sure, sir. Sure, sir. Also,
Okay,
sir,
next.
I'm in Central Board of Indirect Taxes and Customs, sir. So, do you think they will deep dive into GST or customs?
100% दिल डीप. तेरा डायरेक्ट एडमिट है भाई. तेरे जैसे लोग क्लास में चाहिए. वो जीएसटी की क्लास में जब फाइनेंस प्रोफेसर पढ़ा रहा होगा तो तेरे क्यों भाई गोल्डन ऐसे लोग चाहिए. धृति ऐसे लोग चाहिए क्लास के अंदर. आई एम कोई की. यस और नो गोल्डन
Yes.
राइट धृति.
Yes, I think definitely. Yeah, there are also couple of people from similar backgrounds. So I think yes.
Why? I'll show you one example. हाँ, कितने लोग भाई गरीब जनता हाउस आईटी वाले गरीब कौन है? जो आईटी वाला भाई गरीब यहाँ पे टीसीएस एक्सेंचर विप्रो इन्फोसिस टाइप करो जरा चैट के अंदर. आईटी 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 लिख दो, वो भी चलेगा. फटाफट चैट के अंदर जल्दी 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 फटाफट ऑन द चैट. आईटी मिनाल. ओके, देख रहे तू? ये और आएंगे अभी तो. ओके ग्रेट. आयुष, हाँ डेटा साइंस एआई. बहुत बढ़िया. बहुत कम लोग रहे, बाकी लोग सो रहे हैं. उठो उठो, बहानी भी आ गई, वैभव भी आ गया. ये भर भर के आईटी वाले ना टिपिकल बोरिंग प्रोफाइल होता है. तो इनको इनको जल्दी छांट देते हैं. तो तुम्हारे लिए तो वेट करें. एज लॉन्ग एज तू इंडिया में गाली नहीं दे के आएगा ना, यू मेकिंग इट फॉर श्योर. ठीक है. सो जस्ट
Sure, sir.
प्रिपेयर. ठीक है. ऑसम. ओके
Thank you,
गुड
sir.
गुड.
Thank you so much.
Cheers, man. Cheers. All the best. Okay. IT वाली जनता, मैं भी IT वाला था. Have a strong answers in place. You guys are nearly 50% of the class, so don't worry much. But थोड़ा ध्यान से. Okay, next question.
Hi, sir.
Hmm.
Our senior Golden has said that he has been asked, like, would you like to go into the same company which you were working, you're having the work experience after the MBA? So, how to tackle that question?
I'll tell Golden to answer this, but I have my own
Yeah.
answers. But listen to Golden. Golden.
I think instead of tackling those questions, you can obviously speak your heart out. For me, it was not for me especially, it was not the company because of which I wanted to go out of the company and